Welcome back, guys. This is Doug with Basement Level Magic, and we are in round one. The Red-White Allies deck. Deck came together sweet. Very happy with how it came out. Couldn't have asked for better rares. I do wish I had a Hero of Gomofata, but other than that, I think it's perfect. So we'll just kind of see what Reign of Terra has for us. Opponent won the die roll, but has not yet responded. Although the deck building went to the very last second, so somebody might not be actually present. Alright, there we go. Is this a keep? Boy, it sure isn't fast, is it? But it's 1 mana away from being able to play 2 of our bombier cards. I think we keep this. And that could be questionable because it doesn't do anything early. We're playing green, so I guess that's fine. Well, we're gonna have the mana we need. Okay. I think we have enough lands now. I wonder if we just Gideon's Reproach that thing, just keep the board clear. I may. Opponent's an F6er, that's nice. White green, alright, so we're looking for that Grove Tender Druid to come down. I like to play it on turn 5, but I mean, if you have nothing else to do. And he could also be some sort of combination green, white, black deck. I assume that he would play white for the removal, as green white's not a super good combo. Not much I can do about this. Opponent does have 6 mana available though. And he just plays another Call to Scions. I suppose we play the Angelic Captain first. As getting him with double strike sounds pretty good to me. Possibly next turn. But we shall see. Let's see what this enormous thing is. Eldrazi Devastator, sure. I was gonna say Stasis Snare would be nice here, but not lucky enough for that. What would be nice is if we could play Resolute Blade Master this turn, and then the Core Cascader and the Inspired Church next turn, but we need to draw another Plains in order to do that. Opponent is tapped out though. If we draw a white mana, I think we just win. Unfortunately, we're taking 8. So unfortunately we did not draw our... We did not draw a plane, so we can't go Inspired Charge Core Cascadator, which is a super bummer. I think I should have played the Blighted Step there. Played the Core Castigator and the and then cracked the Blighted Step as well. A 7 total mana. We can play the Bane of Belaged. So I think we go ahead and swing with the Angelic Captain. Yeah, it was awfully close to lethal. And then played the Bane of Belaged. Which is slightly awkward because we're probably chumping. But now the Core Castigator, if he can't deal with our Angelic Captain, is lethal. We don't even have to show him the Inspired Charge. So unfortunately we take, what, 4? You saw our Stasis Snare too. It's a bummer. Would have been a good draw. Sky Spawner was an excellent draw. All right, so I don't think we have a way to win now. Losing that Stasis Snare is a huge bummer. So I think we just want to concede, right? Our opponent has to block both. But we have no way to, if we had drawn the Chasm Guide, we could have won. Yeah, I think we've just lost this one. Right? So I play the Core Castigator. How much? I mean, I can play the Core Castigator, play the Blighted Step, play the Core Castigator. Gain 6 life. Is that relevant? I have 5 mana left. Takes us to 10. So let's say I put the... So I can't attack with both, that's for sure. But I think I have to, like, if I even want to have a possibility of winning, I have to attack. He puts the Sky Spawner in front. So I can prevent 3. I have to put both my creatures in front of the Eldrazi Devastator. So I take 9. Oh, okay, now we're dead. All right. So we got a slow start, for sure. But it's not all that fast of a deck, right? I mean, somewhat. And to make it a little faster, he did play a ton of Scions early on. I think we want the Boiling Earth. Focus seems good against him too because I can blank his like Devastator for at least one turn. But in favor of what? Encircling Fissure would have saved me. Maybe a Sure Strike doesn't seem as good because the creatures I did see were enormous. Although it does seem good if I have Double Strike. Outnumber didn't seem all that good, but I mean we didn't see all that many creatures. See, taking out the Sentinel maybe? It's just a powerful card. Fire Mantle Mage would have won the game for us. A Predator earlier would have won the game for us. I think we take out the Inspired Charge and one Sure Strike. Let's see where that leaves us. If he hadn't ingested that Stasis Snare, we would have had the game too. There's a ton of outs we had. But that Beastmaster is backbreaking. We would have lived by 1, and that just eliminated it. I suppose we could have left up the... yeah, I don't know. I guess we didn't... Well, I was going to say, I guess we didn't need to play the Core Castigator, but kind of we did. So, oh well. I think we had a real good chance to win it. Just didn't draw any cards early, so I suppose that's my fault for keeping a 4-lander with 2 5-drops in it. And we still almost won, so if we get anything on the board before turn 3, I think we'll be good. Alright, we'll go and play first. I also think that we benefit from playing first. Yeah, this is a great hand. We'll keep this. Perfect draw. Just because it has the, more power, we'll go ahead and play the Castigator first. I know we have approach for an early blocker. It's perfect. And we can kill a Benthic Infiltrator with a Gideon's Approach, so we're happy with that too. Get in for 5. I think here we just play the Predator and pass. assume, yeah, he'll play the Infiltrator. I wish we could play the Reproach and still play a Cohort, but unfortunately we can't. But he needs to have an answer. Atlas Watcher is a whole bunch of answers. Sure Strike is pretty good. But I think here, I'll see what he does. If he double blocks it, I'll Sure Strike. Otherwise, I think I was going to play the Cohort, but I think it's worthwhile to get 2 creatures off the board when we want to be attacking in. Opponent's about to drop something big, and we've been stuck on lands, though, for 2 turns now. Sky Spawner's not so bad. The only thing he has that he can block the Core Cascadator with is the Sky Spawner. Alright, so we did hit a land. I think at this point, like, any real trades are good for us. And we'll kill a real creature with Core Castigator if we can. I guess he could double block the Valakut Predator and then just take the 3. I assume he'll put the Sky Spawner in front of the Core Castigator. I don't know. Snapping Gnarlite, okay. I suppose he's in a defensive position. That makes sense. So we traded a Core Castigator, unfortunately, for a Reckless Cohort, but the Reckless Cohort does attack through Scions a lot. Well, I guess not a lot better, about the same. Opponent's very defensive though right now, and that's probably enough to give us time. Would love to draw that Boiling Earth. Just like before, I think we're fine with pretty much any trades here. Especially since next turn he'll have to double block the Shadow Skull Recruit in order to keep from taking 4. Oh, unless, oh, I was going to say unless he counters it, but he's not going to. He's going to Natural Connections. Opponent's down to 1 card, so I think we're looking good in this game. Although, presumably he can cast anything in his deck. And if we hit a land, we definitely attack with everything. Well, maybe not the Expedition Envoy, but the other 2 for sure. Yeah, turn 7, so we're only really behind 2 lands. Our opponent just ramped and made it look like more. I guess his ramp just kept him on curve though, playing 1 per turn. So I think that's probably good enough. As this will make our Shatterskull Recruit 6 power and blank the damage. So if we kill the land, oh, that would have been a nice play. So he returns his Earthen Arms to his hand. So the question now is, do we attack with the Shatterskull Recruit this turn or not? I suppose with landfall we can probably attack with both. He can quad block the Shatterskull Recruit. Which I think we're fine with. And then maybe we get a Bane of Elaged next turn. Opponent apparently drew a land. I would assume he drew a land. And probably he awakens this turn. Unless he's planning to do it as a combat trick. We'll see. Being down to 5 health is not a position where you're really excited to be awakening. All right. So I think we don't have any attacks, but we can go ahead and play the Bane. And he doesn't have any attacks either. He has 1 card in hand. He does have a pretty significant board. Oh, his 1 card was a land. Okay. I think, right, that should pretty much do it. As our Bane of Elaged can kill anything he blocks in front of it, as can our Shatterskull Recruit. So, alright, so took down game 2. Game 3, we're not on the play, so does something like Stone Fury start looking better? We've yet to draw our Stasis Snare. I'd love to see it this game. I think we run this back. I think we're good. I want to see some early plays. But we're willing to take any 7 cards where we have probably 3 lands and cards to play. I like our opponent's deck. Earthen Arms is not a card I generally play, though. I usually leave that one out. Not that there's anything wrong with it, clearly. Would our opponent just make a 6/6 with it? It's pretty good. Pretty good. I don't think we make any changes. I think the changes we made are already pretty good against them. I wish we drew that Boiling Earth. I think that's going to be excellent if we see it. Because if we can just clear off the board early while he's trying to use Scions to block and tie up the game while he, builds towards bigger stuff, I think that's going to win us the game. Oh my. It's like not quite what we're looking for here. Do we keep this? If I had like one more land or a creature that I could actually cast, I would be so tempted to keep this. It does have a removal spell too, really. Yeah, we'll keep. Maybe a questionable keep, but oh, that's a card we can cast, so I think we're okay with that. We only have one drop. It's not like we expected to see a 1-drop. Well, that's pretty good. So, do I want to use a combat trick? I suppose we'll leave the option open to us. See if he wants to double block it. He's just going to take 2. Suppose he's deciding if he wants to attack. I wish I knew what Earthen Arms cost. I do not. Probably I just take this if he does attack. But we're mostly looking for lands at this point. We got quite a board if we can get the Blade Master online. Pardon me, or the Sentinel. Or the Sentinel and then the Blade Master. Should be even better. Brood Hunter Worm. So no land. Nice. Unfortunately, we don't have one either. So we attack and he cracks us back for 5. But he'll be down to what, 14? I think we got to. We can, if he doesn't block, we can always Gideon's Reproach his Brood Hunter Worm on his turn. No blocks, alright. Well, he hit his land before we did. And plenty of them. Looks like he's looking for a creature, though, I would think. With 5 mana available, he chooses to play a Seek the Wild's main phase. Or first main phase. I imagine he's looking for a creature. Rot Shambler, sure. I think we just attack in again, right? Opponent's gonna just play around Reproach, I guess, which is fine. I think this turn, do we even want to play Munda? I feel like I want to play Munda, but I don't want to use his ability. What I really want is another land, and I think we're in a real good position. I guess we'll attack with both again. Just because if he double blocks, we can Lithomancer's Focus. He's gonna fight my Fire Mantle Mage. I don't know if I need to do this. I think because is it still blocking after it kills my creature? I don't know the answer to that. But we cleared his board, and we have very powerful spells left to cast. And a Stasis Snare. So anything that he does cast that's a threat, we can get rid of. Probably if it's this turn, we'll just do it. I'm going to remove that. And he can make a plant, but we can attack through a plant. We need a land. There we go. So which one do we want the most? I think at 5 lands, we're prepared. So we guarantee he blocks if we play the Blade Master, which is why I'm doing that. Because he won't want to take 4. And then we got an ally we can put down every turn. till the end of the game, pretty much. Here I think we just want to play the Ghostly Sentinel. Next turn we can play the Core Castigator and or Munda and give it double strike. So I suppose bummer. I would have loved to have seen that. So I guess we bottom. So we just attack with everything. So he blocks the 5/5 on Munda, and we kill the Tajuru Beastmaster. He puts the Ondu Greathorn on. Well, so we don't want to attack with the Resolute Blade Master, but we can attack with, yeah, with those two. Or do we want to even bother? We'll just do our 6 in the air. And I suppose we'll play the Envoy. Huh. So I think Encircling Fissure is the only card that can save him. Alright, so that's round 1, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been Doug with Basement Level Magic, and we'll be back for round 2 shortly.